Welcome to Sodo Creations, where we make your imagination a reality. I'm starting today by quickly prepping balloons for Eleora's birthday party. Now, if you are an OG subscriber, then you know that my YouTube channel started with Eleora's first birthday. She's turning 4. Can you believe it? So my very first balloon garland was for her first birthday, and today we are preparing for her 4th birthday. It's going to be a rainbow unicorn theme. Sadly, her backdrop did not come on time, so we're going to improvise and make it work so that her birthday is fabulous. So I'm gonna inflate some balloons. Let me show you the inspo picture so that you guys have an idea of what I'm doing and you tell me how it ends up. Now, the design, we're not too picky about the backdrop. It's more the balloons we're trying to get. So this is what her mom sent. I don't know, it's not very clear. Okay, there we go. So we have all these colors that we have to inflate. They don't have a lot of the 17 inches or the 5 inches, but we'll make it mostly the 11 inches, filling up the whole garland because it's not a very thick garland. So let me grab each color. I'll grab each color as I go because I don't want to pull all the colors off the shelf. So we're gonna start with the purple.
So I'm using lavender today instead of the actual purple because we are using mostly pastel colors. I'll pull each color from the shelf in order to use them, and this is Qualitex. So there's a slight difference I noticed when I pulled that out in the 5 inches in color, but it works fine once it's all put together. My garland is not going to be as thick as some of the other garlands that I designed, but you'll notice that because of the inspo picture, we want a narrower garland. So I'm inflating mostly my 11-inch balloons, and then I'll add this 18-inch as an additional touch. So I'm creating a pair with the 18 and the 11, and I'll use that to tie half of a 360Q. So I cut one in half. I'm going to tie one end there and the other end to my filler balloon. As you can see, I'm showing you a close-up here. I just have one tied there and the other to my filler balloon, and you'll see me wrap that around when I'm installing everything later on in the video. But we're going to work on 10 pairs of balloons for each color. So I'm just inflating them here. When you inflate your balloons, you do not want to just inflate and tie. You want to inflate, compress, let some of the air out, and then tie the pairs together. You can see there where I combine 6. That's the most I can do because it's just easier on my fingers, and when you add too many, it just makes it not only harder to intertwine, but also it squeezes the balloons and you don't see how round they are. So that's a cluster of 10 pairs of balloons, as you can see in the lavender color. We are moving on to this pastel matte blue. So again, working with mostly pastel colors, we're going to repeat the same thing with this blue color. You can see where I'm really pressing down on the balloons. While I'm pressing, I'm letting air out. So I'm not just pressing if you just press the balloons, it's not going to create that round look. But as you press it down, it's compressing it enough that it's reshaping it so that when the air comes out, it's not oval. So we have our 10 pairs of balloons in the pastel pale blue, and we're creating the filler balloons. I only needed 2 sets of the filler balloons. So 2 pairs twisted together make 1, and then we repeat that. So total of 8 balloons for this design in each color. So I'm tying it like I showed you earlier and then moving on to our next color. I had to check my phone to make sure I'm getting all the colors done. The next color is going to be this mint green color. I'm a little behind these days with my videos because life has been really crazy, but I ordered this mint green so that I could show you some of the tutorials for Christmas, hoping that I can still get that done, but it's been really hectic with just life. But thank you so much for being here all the time and for encouraging me in the comments to keep going, and also letting me know how much you learn from the videos. Just even a single comment from one of you means so much. When you send that encouragement, then I feel like, okay, then I should keep going, I should keep posting videos, and that helps out quite a bit. So I appreciate you guys so much. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss videos when I post. Yes, I have been a little inconsistent these last few days. Like I said, it's been really crazy, and I'm trying to get a plan down for next year. We're getting pretty close to the end of the year, and I'm working on getting some things down so that I can be more consistent. I have been the last 2-3 years, and you know, when you just keep doing and pushing and you keep getting more added onto your plate, it makes it hard to be consistent in other areas, and YouTube kind of took a hit with that. But I apologize to you guys who have been anticipating videos. Before I continue my spill here, I want to show you that I did not have the 5-inch balloons in that pastel yellow, so I'm using my 11-inch, barely inflating it to squeeze to form a pear. So using one 5-inch balloon that forms, squeezing it to form a pear, and then making another one of those so that I can twist that together to form my quad as my filler balloon. So that's what I did there. The first one didn't come out as great, but it takes a lot of practice to get the balloons. I personally don't like squeezing the balloons, so I would rather buy them, but they were completely out of stock, so I had to do this, and I only needed 2, so it worked out pretty well, and it wasn't really noticeable. Unless you're a balloon artist, you wouldn't know, and you see that when I design everything. So we are done with that light yellow color. We're moving on to this pastel peach color. I like this color personally, kind of gives it that subtle touch, but we're repeating the same process here. Like I said, this is for Eleora's 4th birthday party. It was a lot of fun. Anytime the kids get to go to those indoor play areas, it's always a lot of fun, and we always have a hard time getting them to leave. But the most fun part was some of our friends who were also playing like kids and kind of mimicking what our kids would do. So that was so much fun. But you'll see me install. I had a lot of help this time around. I say a lot, but mostly my mom and the kids, they always help out, and that was great. So we're cutting our 260Q so that we can use that. If it's a whole 260Q, it just makes it too long, and to twist around is hard.
Okay, we have everything inflated, ready to go. I'm gonna prep the words that are gonna go on the backdrop, and then I'm using 2 different backdrops, one wood and one fabric. The one you've seen me use from Waxika, I'm gonna use the pink because the other backdrop didn't come. So we use the pink, all pink, and then I'll use my wood white backdrop. So on the white backdrop, we're gonna put the happy birthday Eleora, and then our pink one will be in the middle, closer to the balloons, and we'll have all that. I didn't realize it wasn't gonna come on time. What I would have done differently is order some decals of unicorns to put on that white backdrop, but we're gonna make this work, and it's gonna turn out great. The original backdrop is all white, so I figured at least this would be okay. I was just adding an extra touch so that we have the actual theme of the unicorn rainbow on the backdrop, but this is gonna be fine. We have 30 minutes to set up. Her last birthday party, that was Pepper Pig, we had 20 minutes to set up. So this time we have 30 minutes. I have to sort out how I'm gonna do it with my own kids, taking them there, how we're gonna balance that, but we'll figure that out. I'm gonna go home, take a nap, and then get ready to take all this, set it up, and be ready for the party. So I'll see you guys soon. I forgot the pink, so I'm gonna inflate the pink, same thing I did, and then I'll meet you guys at the venue later on. Bye.
Okay, we made it to the venue. I was able to load everything in the car with everyone in it, and it worked out great because I didn't have to try to figure out dropping them off, then going back home, because like I said, I have 30 minutes to set this up, and I also didn't want my kids to be late for the party, so I was able to put everything in. The biggest thing was the wooden backdrop, and I'm trying to slowly get away from the wooden backdrop, but since I didn't have the all white backdrop, I had to bring the wooden one. My mom and Sabi and Daniel are helping put the Moxica backdrop together. As you can see, they got that done. I'm just telling them there that we need to put the cover on there because this was their first time doing it, and they figured it out pretty quickly. We have 30 minutes to set up, so I'm still bringing things from the car. I forgot my weight to hold that wooden backdrop down. The wooden backdrop has vinyl letters that I use my Cricut to cut out to put on there to customize, and I realized that those vinyl letters work really well as well on the Moxica fabric. So if you choose not to use wood, like I'm slowly getting away from, the vinyl letters will work as well. The owner of the business here was gracious enough to give me weights to put behind my backdrop, so I'm so thankful that I didn't have to go home or find something improvised, so that worked out well. As my mom hands me the balloons, I'm checking the color order from the inspo picture so that I know which color goes where. I kind of try to match exactly what the customer asked for, so that's what you see me doing earlier there. Sabi, in the meantime, is taking the other filler balloons that were not attached to the 17-inch balloons. She is tying rubber bands or putting rubber bands on those so that when I'm ready for the final touch, I can add that to the balloon garland. But I'm going to use my clips that I'm going to show you here. I get these from Walmart. They're the heavy duty clips, and I'm gonna just put the rubber bands as so, and the rubber band will go around my 11-inch balloon. Again, it can't go around the bigger balloon, so that's how I'm securing it to the backdrop. And this works well with the wood backdrop. I can't use those clips for the Moxica backdrop because that pole is a lot thicker, so I use safety pins in that size, and I'll link videos below of how I attach those so you guys can see as a reference. Getting the garland on, I did not estimate how it would turn out, but it worked out perfect where it fits right in that crease between the two backboards or backdrops, so it worked great. And I was so glad because I was contemplating if I needed to inflate more to extend it through the pink, but I didn't. Now I'm adding the filler balloons, working my way around. We have one of the 17-inch balloons with each color, so I'm just putting each one and making sure they match the previous color. Sabi is also handing me the filler balloons while I'm on the chair, wrapping everything around to make sure that we get the color that they booked us to do. And then the other kids are already having fun. Sabi is going to join them soon, and then we'll start the party. We had a lot of time because the party started a little late, but we were done in about 20 minutes or so just getting this done. Remember the balloon backdrop I did for one of Eleora's party that gave us 20 minutes? I brought the garland already put together because I knew I was doing it by myself, and that was easy. I'll link that backdrop again down so you can watch that one. It was set up in 20 minutes. So here we go. We'll take some pictures here shortly, and then we're all done. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. May you guys be blessed. Ask questions in the comments. Thank you.